Well, what a year it has been. Quite a year. And I'm up to 127 subscribers. Now, for me, that's a big feat. I'm not one of these people who sits there and says, oh, my life is over because I don't have 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I don't look at things that way. I look at my success of reaching one person. If I reach one person, that's the most important thing to me. That the message is getting out there to somebody. So thank you to everybody who's been subscribing over the past year, being part of this thing we call the Culture Confederacy. As I've said before, I don't know where this channel is going to take me. I started out wanting to talk about music theory because I write music in my spare time. I love music. When they started taking down all these statues, Confederate statues, what have you, statues of Washington, George Washington, whoever it was, Jefferson, I said, this isn't right. Because they were censoring the music of Shostakovich in Russia. So thank you again for subscribing, for supporting this thing we call the Cultural Confederacy. Get a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new, but the main premise is to preserve great art, great music, history, culture. You might have a tinge of politics, talk about current events. It is what it is. You can call this channel whatever you want. I've said that before. So here are my predictions for 2023. California and Texas will make plans to secede this year. California over abortion and Texas over immigration. For some reason, I'm seeing that California and Texas, two of our biggest states, if not our biggest states, are going to make serious plans this year in 2023 to secede. I also think that Texas is going to try to secede over oil. I don't know why, but I'm seeing that. I also think that California is going to have one of its wettest seasons on record. There'll be a major earthquake near Los Angeles, probably around the time of the Academy Awards. For some reason, I'm seeing that. A major Hollywood... Now, there's going to be a lot of political news here in just a moment. I think that 2023, as we go into this 2024 election cycle, it's going to be a big political year. But I think that a major Hollywood studio or media giant will file for bankruptcy. They've already there we go. They've already lost. Can you tell I haven't had my coffee this morning? They've already lost over $500 billion in 2022. There's no way that these studios can keep going at that rate. With all this wokeism, people going more to the streaming services, I think in 2023 you're going to see a major Hollywood studio, some type of maybe media conglomerate, file for bankruptcy. There's going to be, getting into the political side of things here, a transgender candidate will make a presidential run in 2023. I think we're going to have the emergence of the first presidential transgender candidate. Joe Biden's mental health is going to seriously decline, or he's going to have some serious health issues, or he's going to have to step down as president. And Kamala Harris is going to take over. And this is where things get a little interesting, I think. And I could be wrong here. This is all good fun. This is, I'm not saying this is 100%, so just take this with a grain of salt. This is just for fun here, these predictions. But I think Kamala Harris will step in as president, and she's going to run against Trump in 2024. How do you like that? Kamala Harris against Trump. But I think that Kamala Harris is going to pair up with Michelle Obama, and they might create the first all-female presidential ticket. And while this is going on, Trump is going to form an independent nationalist party, or some type of alliance that's going to create a independent nationalist party. Putin's going to be ousted in Russia, and there's going to be some type of negotiation with Ukraine where they're going to move their borders between the two countries. So part of Ukraine will become part of Russia, eastern Ukraine. I also think that the January 6th committee that has been talking about all these atrocities that Trump committed, I think it's going to come out that there was some corruption on the committee, or that they were hiding evidence. Maybe a few of them were part of what was going on January 6th. I think that's going to come out in 2023. We're also going to see the launching of the first national high-speed transit system, or Hyperloop, as well as the release of the flying car to the public. So you can go buy yourself a flying car in 2023. I think several smaller YouTube channels like this one are going to see a huge explosion in subscribers, and they're going to make a major influence in social media in the upcoming year. Elon Musk. Got to talk about Elon Musk. I saw this the other day, and I really didn't think about this, but it makes sense. I think in 2023, Elon Musk is going to, well, there's going to be rumors. It's going to leak out that there are serious plans in place for him to run for president in 2024. Best way to say that? Hey, this is another one-take video. It is what it is today. I also think that Eastern Europe is going to see a major influx in tourism. People trying to get back to their ancestral roots here in the United States. So you're going to see a lot of tourism for the United States this year in Eastern Europe. That's been going on for a while, but I think it's really going to explode in 2023. We're going to have commercial flights into space that will be affordable. And there's also going to be some mass exodus from major metro areas like Chicago, LA, and New York. And there's going to be a major fad that will take over social media. I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling there's going to be this big fad that's going to sweep the country. Kind of like the Macarena. We're almost done here. Just a couple more to go. And we're going to see one of the coolest summers on record for the East Coast. Think they're going to have what they call an 1816, the year without a summer. And finally, and this is just a little self-indulgence, this channel will receive a Presidential Medal of Freedom or be nationally recognized for something I did on the channel. I don't know what it is, but a little self-indulgence, as I said. So these are my predictions for 2023. It is what it is here. As I mentioned, a one-take video. Hope you enjoyed it. I could be right, I could be wrong, but isn't it fun to do these predictions? I'm not one of these psychics out there. Yes, when the moon aligns with Venus and it's at the third degree of whatever the other planet is, you're going to run into a whole bunch of money. I don't believe in that crap. But it is a lot of fun to come here and do these predictions for the next year. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you again for subscribing, being a part of this thing we call the Cultural Confederacy. And I will catch you next time. So God bless this thing we call the United States. And you all take care and have a great, happy New Year.